Welcome to the deep dive. We're jumping straight into the thick of horse racing today. It's the 150th running of the Preakness Stakes, happening, well, right now, Saturday, May 17th, 2025, at Pimlico Racecourse in Baltimore.
Yeah, and a big year for it, the 150th. But there's a pretty significant twist right away this year. Sovereignty, the horse that won the Kentucky Derby, not running today.
Right. That definitely changes things, doesn't it? Really opens up the field for this second leg of the Triple Crown.
Absolutely. It makes predicting this one, quite a bit different.
Okay, so our mission here, our deep dive today, is basically to give you everything you need for this year's Preakness. We'll cover how to watch, who the main horses are to keep an eye on, and sort of the significance of this race in the bigger picture.
Sounds good. Let's start with the basics. How can people actually watch the 150th Preakness?
Good question. So for traditional TV viewers, NBC's got you covered. It's on NBC itself, CNBC, Telemundo, and Universo too. So English and Spanish options there.
Right, the whole NBC family.
You know,
And if you're
right.
streaming,
Yep, plenty of streaming options. Peacock, of course, the NBC Sports app, NBCSports.com, and Fubo is another one. Plus, FanDuel TV Plus will have coverage, likely pretty in-depth stuff all day.
okay, so they're really blanketing the coverage. What about the timing? When does the main coverage kick in?
So the coverage builds throughout the day. FanDuel TV is on it all day long, basically. Then CNBC has a block from 1:30 to 4:30 p.m. Eastern.
Right.
Then the main event coverage shifts to NBC and Peacock from 4:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, and the Spanish language coverage.
That's on Telemundo and Universo, starting a bit later, from 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Eastern, leading right into the race.
Okay, comprehensive. And the crucial time, the actual post time for the Preakness itself.
Mark your clocks for 7:01 p.m. Eastern Time. That's the official post time, when the gates spring open.
7:01 p.m. ET.
Got it.
Okay, let's talk horses. 9 are running. With Sovereignty out, who steps into that favorite spot?
It seems like most eyes are on Journalism, trained by Michael McCarthy. You'll remember Journalism finished a strong second in the Kentucky Derby.
It's all right. A very good performance there. And that definitely puts him in the spotlight here.
It really does. And it's not just us saying it. Even Bob Baffert, the legendary trainer, he's been quoted saying, Journalism is the horse to beat today.
Wow. Praise from Caesar, essentially. That's significant. Okay, who else is generating buzz?
Well, another name you'll hear a lot is Sandman, trained by Mark Casse. Sandman wasn't too far back in the Derby, finished 7th. He's expected to be, right in the mix here.
Sandman. Any story behind the name?
Yeah, apparently named after the Metallica song. And the band's actually, wished the horse luck. Kind of a fun side note.
That is fun. Okay, and you mentioned Bob Baffert. He's got a horse in this race too, right?
He does. He's running goal-oriented. And Baffert, well, he knows how to win the Preakness. He's going for a record 9th win in this race. Incredible.
A 9th win. That's amazing. So goal-oriented is definitely one to watch.
Absolutely. And don't forget, Dwayne Lucas, another absolute legend in the sport. He's got American Promise running.
Lucas, another Hall of Famer, always dangerous in these big races. Okay, so those are maybe the top few. What about the rest of the field?
Yeah, there are 9 totals. You also have River Thames, trained by Todd Pletcher, clever again, from Steve Asmussen's barn. Heart of Honor, Paybilly, and Gosker rounds out the field.
Okay, a solid group. Any key jockey pairings we should mention for those top contenders?
Right, good point. So Baffert's goal-oriented, has Flavian Pratt riding. Journalism, the likely favorite, has Umberto Rispoli. American Promise gets Nick Juarez for Lucas.
Okay.
Sandman has the very experienced John Velasquez aboard for Mark Casse. River Thames gets Erod Ortiz Jr. for Pletcher. That's a top combo. And Clever Again has Jose Ortiz for Asmussen. So really top jockeys all around.
Yeah, that trainer-jockey partnership is always, a key factor. Okay, let's circle back to the big news. Sovereignty. Why exactly is the Derby winner skipping the Preakness?
So the trainer, Bill Mott, made the call. He decided to rest Sovereignty and aim for the Belmont Stakes instead, which is on June 7th.
Giving more rest.
Exactly. The thinking is more spacing between these tough races is better for the horse's long-term career. Mott's looking beyond just this Triple Crown series, wants the horse to have a longer, healthier run.
Makes sense. It's a demanding schedule, the Triple Crown. That 2-week turnaround from the Derby to the Preakness is notoriously tough.
It really is. Okay, so let's nail down the race specifics again. It's the 150th Preakness Stakes.
Yep, 150th. At Pimlico Racecourse, Baltimore, Maryland. The distance is 1 3/16 miles.
Slightly shorter than the Derby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
On the dirt track. And the total prize money, the purse, is a cool $2 million.
$2 million. Not bad. And Timlico, it's not just the Preakness today, right? It's a whole day of racing.
Oh, yeah, it's a huge day. 14 races on the schedule in total today.
14, wow.
Yeah, the Preakness is actually race number 13. So there's a ton of action leading up to it. Races like the Maryland Sprint Stakes, the Skip-At Stakes, the Chick Lang.
Yeah.
Good stuff all afternoon.
Right, a full card for the fans there. Okay, let's zoom out for a second. The Triple Crown context. Remind us what that involves.
Sure. So the Triple Crown in U.S. horse racing is, well, the crown jewel. It's 3 races for 3-year-old thoroughbreds. First, the Kentucky Derby. Second, this race, the Preakness Stakes. And third, the Belmont Stakes.
And winning all 3 in the same year is the goal.
That's the ultimate prize, winning the Triple Crown. But it's incredibly difficult. Speed, stamina, handling different tracks, different distances. It takes a special horse.
And it's rare, right? When was the last time we saw a Triple Crown winner?
The last one was Justify, back in 2018. Trained by Bob Baffert, actually.
Baffert again. But yeah, 2018, it really highlights how tough it is.
Definitely. And you mentioned sovereignty skipping this year. It's actually becoming, maybe not common, but less rare.
Yeah, I saw a stat that this is the 5th time in the last 7 years the Derby winner hasn't run in the Preakness.
Right. That really speaks to what you were saying about Bill Moss' decision. Trainers are increasingly thinking about the long game, the horse's overall career and well-being, maybe more than just chasing the Triple Crown at all costs.
It's a different approach for sure. Okay, let's talk betting. For folks looking to place a wager, what are the odds looking like this afternoon? Keeping in mind they can change, of course.
Of course, always fluctuating. But as of, say, mid-afternoon Eastern time, journalism is the clear favorite, seeing odds around 6.5, maybe 8.5, depending on the source. So close to even money.
Okay, the horse to beat, as Baffert said. Who's next?
Sandman looks like the second choice, generally. Odds are maybe 5-1. Some places have him shorter at 4-1.
Right.
Then you've got Clevergin also around 5-1. Baffert's horse, goal-oriented, is sitting around 7-1 or 6-1.
Okay, still getting respect.
Definitely. Then River Thames is maybe 9-1, though some odds are shorter, like 9-2. American Promise is around 10-1, maybe stretching to 15-1.
And the others are longer shots.
Yeah, Heart of Honor, Pay Billy, Gosker. They're mostly in the 12-1 to 20-1 range. You know, potential long shots that could spice things up.
Always possible in horse racing. Just quickly, if someone spontaneously decided they wanted to go to Pimlico today, what kind of ticket prices are we talking?
Well, spontaneous might be tough for the best seats, but prices vary a lot. General admission, like for the concourse or grandstand, might start around, say, $250, maybe more now.
Yeah.
The seats in the clubhouse, nicer areas, you're looking at several $100s, maybe pushing over $1,000 for premium spots or dining packages. It gets pricey for the prime locations.
Yeah, big events cost big money. Okay, so let's wrap this up. The 150th Preakness Stakes is here. No Triple Crown on the line this year because sovereignty is resting.
Right. Journalism is the likely favorite after that second-place Derby finish.
But watch out for horses like Sandman, goal-oriented with Baffert going for win number 9, American Promise with Lucas. Plenty of strong contenders.
Absolutely. And you can watch it all unfold on NBC, Peacock, and other channels, with the main race going off around 7:01 p.m. Eastern Time.
Perfect. So maybe a final thought for everyone tuning in.
Oh, it's interesting, isn't it? Watching this unfold, especially thinking about that decision with sovereignty. You see someone like Bill Mott, a top trainer, choosing the long view, prioritizing the horse's career over the immediate, glory of a Triple Crown attempt.
Yeah.
It kind of makes you think, doesn't it, about how those calculations work in really high-stakes situations. When do you go all in for the immediate win, and when do you play the longer game for sustained success? It applies to more than just horse racing, I think.
That's a great point. Strategy versus the spotlight. Something to ponder as we watch the horses run today.